Howdy guys, in today's video with the intermediate parts, we're going to be looking at part number 11 and this is for the flat parts. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos and we also have daily updates. Otherwise, if we head back into the program here, now we're going to be looking at, like I said, part 11. This one gets a little bit more complicated as some values cannot be larger than others. And then like we've covered before, some of the basic shapes, you can see it makes that shape a little bit more challenging. But obviously the more values you can adjust, and then if you have that factor involved, that shape becomes a bit more challenging. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our flat parts. We look for P11, which is over here. Open this, and then we can see here from the little preview dialog box or a pop-up box, we've got here X, which is basically the width of it. We've got rounding 1, which is the top, and rounding 2 or R2 is the roundings to the right. You can see the values here as well. Now, I have gotten errors before when, let's say I made my my X, or should I say a combination of my R1 and R2. When they were way too big or bigger than my actual X, I would get an error, but it's not always the case. It's not like a set rule that if these numbers together is larger than X, then it gives you an error. We'll show you a preview. Sometimes when you add, it gives you an error. So I would say good practice probably just to keep that in mind. If you do get an error, it might be that these two values are larger than your X, or way too much larger than your X. Then something you do have to keep in mind though is R2 cannot be larger than R1. So the rounding on the right here can't be larger, or on the sides can't be larger than your top and bottom. So I'll show you this. So if we go 101, I say OK, you'll see it just doesn't want to do anything, and it goes to the problem, which is this one, which in my case will be actually this one. Now if we had to go make this one, let's say 99, say OK, and now we've got a preview over here, as you can see. So that is something to keep in mind with the shape, that R2 cannot be larger than R1, or R1 cannot be smaller than R2. Obviously same thing actually. So let's just make this one something like maybe 30 or 20. I'll make this 20 rather. Say OK, see what the shape looks like. Okay, now it's too small, so let's make maybe this one about 50. Yeah, it looks a bit better. It's closer to the sample we've got in any case. Not quite, but it's getting there. We go manual nesting, add one, add this, and then we just quickly add this part to our actual metal sheet. So just a quick recap again. So the important thing about this one, if we go to flat parts P11 or part 11, is that sometimes you can get errors if your R1 and R2 together is larger than your X, and also R2 cannot be larger than R1. But yeah, otherwise that is it on P11 or part 11. If we head to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your search on the top right. If you do not, however, find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request the training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.